If you remember, not too long ago, California was really starting to get on people about their cars being too loud. They said they were going to start cracking down on people, giving them tickets because your car is too loud, blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, people really started hating on California, and now they're going to give you another reason. So Kevin Hart's accident, we've already went through this in a previous video. His Hellcat swapped, demon swapped actually, Barracuda was totaled in an accident on Mulholland Drive, and now the California Highway Patrol is tearing every single nut and bolt out of this car to investigate every possible safety scenario, and it's going to cause a nightmare for gearheads in California. If you're new here, welcome to Real Steel Cars, and if you enjoy automotive news, trends, and absolutely everything in between, just talking about what goes on in the automotive world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss anything. So the investigation continues into Kevin Hart's accident with his demon swapped 70 Barracuda, and the Highway Patrol is apparently determined to make an example out of this. As if California hasn't given gearheads enough problems with this your car is too loud crap, and now we're going to go into this. But let's really look into what they're saying. They're worried about safety restraints. The car had seatbelts. Everyone had seatbelts. It does not say what kind of seatbelts, but we know it has seatbelts. Now, obviously older cars do not have the type of seatbelts modern cars do. My Nova, for instance, had a lap belt. That was it. It had an option for a shoulder strap, but it was not hooked up because it had needed a certain attachment down on the floor. Didn't have it. Don't know where it could have went. I mean, that could have been, Lord knows where it went. Anyway, long story short, I don't know if he had just a lap belt or if he had a shoulder strap. I don't know, but they're saying he needed a 5-point harness. Like seriously, a 5-point harness. But here's what they're trying to say. If he had a 5-point harness, he wouldn't have had the back injuries. Well, duh. Every car on the street should have a 5-point harness then, but they don't. Why? Because it's a street car. You don't need a 5-point harness in a street car. But apparently, California Highway Patrol thinks you do. So here's what they're doing. They are trying to push a legislation that any car that is restored or modified by a company is going to force them to put in safety required equipment. Now, what they're saying is they want 5-point harnesses in all the cars. Restored, modified, whatever. They want any car that is custom made by a shop to have 5-point harnesses. I don't know how well that's going to go over. Now, I'm not even saying this isn't not going into law. So let's scrub that idea right now. They're trying to push for it. And even if they push for it, it's got to go through all the steps along that chain to make it into law. Now, that's a long process, and odds of it actually happening, probably not all that good. But the fact that they're trying to push this is pretty ridiculous. So they're also talking about, pending on the swap, if it's modern like the Hellcat swap or something, to implement the traction control and stability control systems from the car in which the engine came. That's going to complicate things a lot. That's going to put a lot of legalities on a shop that does restorations or modifications. And if that happened, there's a lot of businesses that I have a feeling are going to end up closing in California. As a matter of fact, the ownership of classic cars and modified cars in California are probably going to drop a lot as well. Again, this is not written in stone. This is just something that they said they're going to investigate with Kevin Hart's CUDA and try to implement in future builds. Now, they did say they were going to investigate Speedkore themselves and make sure they restored the car properly. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't understand how you can restore a car properly for safety, because they're really focusing on this 5-point harness thing. And we all know cars from the 60s and 70s, or even now, don't come with 5-point harnesses. So there's going to be a really gray area in there saying that you got to put 5-point harnesses in the cars that's been modified or restored, whatever. I don't know. They also don't have airbags. Maybe you should put that into law too. Just joking. Don't take that seriously. But yeah, California is making things really difficult and blowing something really out of proportion that I don't think they need to be digging this deep into. Yes, I agree with investigate the accident. I agree with trying to find out what happened. Pulling the car apart and investigating it. Was everything operational? Were the brakes working? Were all the electronics working properly? Etc., etc., etc. That stuff is crucial to know. So yes, go ahead and investigate. That's a good idea. But to try to put restrictions on future builds is outlandish. All right, let's start flooding the comments. How do you feel about this? Is California Highway Patrol going too far with this? Does it make sense to go and do this? Obviously, yes, a 5-point harness, without a doubt, would have been safer in the car. But should people be forced to put them in? I think it'd be a smart idea if you put them in. Obviously, you want to be strapped into the car, but I mean, at what point do we say you have to do this? Because then you're going to have to be forced to put airbags in next. And then after the airbags, it'll be a roll cage. And then if it's a track car, I can see this kind of stuff. But if you have a proper seatbelt in a street car, that's really all you should need. I don't know what kind of seatbelt they had. Again, from 70, you have lap belts is kind of mandatory. Shoulder straps are optional. Whether they had it or not, I don't know. I guess that's still yet to be determined. They're going to go through the investigation. We'll find all that out later, I'm sure. But I doubt Speedkore built a faulty car. I'm going to keep an eye on this ongoing investigation and see if anything develops. As of right now, that's all I've got. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.